So if you're thinking those tomato plants look like crap, you'd be right. It's all wilty because it's 90 outside. It's been 90 for a couple days. And the beans are looking a little sad. This broccoli's looking really sad. Everything's looking a little sad because the timer that's supposed to turn the pump on and off failed. 2 months old, quit working. So fortunately I figured that out before everything just flat died. Getting a good drink now. So time to look into what timers go for. Alright, here we are on installment number 8. It's August 6th. Look at these petunias. I've trimmed those back twice and they are just huge like crazy. And you can tell my beans are doing awesome. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. I'll get closer here. So you can see I'm starting to get some red cherry tomatoes. We've actually had a few off of there already. They're getting poached by people who know that they exist now. But that's tall. Like here's where that's at. Let me see if I can spin this camera around. So this is how I'm like 6'5". Look how tall those are. Alright, I'm not exactly 6'5", I'm a little less than 6'5", but you probably figure it out. That's my pumpkin plant. It's still blossoming, but it's not making any pumpkins yet. A couple of the blossoms just kind of fell off and didn't do anything. Here's more petunia. My red bells are doing pretty good. Look at that guy right there. That's nice looking, eh? And then way behind all the bean leaves, there's another one. But way in the back, if I get the camera in there, there's the jalapenos are doing good, so I'll be having stuffed jalapeno poppers real soon. But these, I gotta get back a little bit. These big guys up on the top are the beans I grew from seeds. And you can see they're starting to get ready to make lots of beans. You can see all the flowers. Maybe you can, I hope you can. It's a lot. And this plant over here is another bean from seed. And then right below it, I should have picked this today. That's one of the ones I think I planted that was already like from the store. It was a whole plant. And that's one of my lettuces from seeds. So we've had a couple leaves off of that already. I ate this broccoli a couple weeks ago. And you can see it's starting to make a new broccoli head right there, and there's another one behind it and a third one back there. It's hard to get in there with all the foliage. And this one is kind of weird looking. It's oddly shaped. So we cut one just like it. This one over here was kind of the same way, and just chopped it up and put it in a coleslaw, and it's really good like that. I gotta tell you that if you're having broccoli, if you're steaming it, just get frozen because it tastes the same. But if you're putting it in a salad, it's way better fresh. And actually starting to get, my strawberries have kind of perked up a little bit. Oh, I was gonna point out, a couple days ago my timer failed and my leaves were all looking droopy, and it's 2 days later and everything's nice and frisky again. So no harm, no foul kinda, but kind of still made me mad. That thing only worked like 2 months. And then my pump is only 20 watts, which is not even an amp, and it's a 15 amp thing. Anyhow, beans over here just crazy. I got a bucket of beans. We're gonna have beans tonight for dinner. And there's pretty much nothing on this planter anymore but beans. And then these two stalks, we've eaten all the lettuce off of them, and they just grow up. And if it's starting to seed out at the top, so I think we're at the end of what we're going to get for lettuce off of these. But yeah, that was a hell of a plant. That really did us good right there. So once I put stuff down to get rid of the earwigs, my lettuce is perking up quite a bit. So I'm hoping that real soon we're going to get some salads off of those guys right there. Peas are kind of eh. The ones I made from seeds are starting to get big, so we'll be getting peas off of those real soon. My cantaloupe, not making any cantaloupe yet, but hopefully soon. It's still alive, so that's encouraging. Get that guy, and it goes way over there. It's kind of weird because it died off like in from here to here, all the leaves fell off. But then it grew out those ends over there after I planted it. But now you can see it's kind of starting to make new leaves along that thing. I think it's going to flower again in there. I don't know, we'll see. But anyhow, at least it hasn't died. Like here's a new flower right here, growing right out of the center. So I'm hoping to start making fruit soon. That'd be super. Tomatoes getting bigger, just not redder. So hopefully soon. We've had a few cherry tomatoes off of this guy. Just look at the size of this guy right here. That is like the biggest cherry tomato ever. It's kind of freaky. So, and there's some big ones in the back there too. And there's nothing fertilized down here. This is just the same dirt that's been in here for like 3 years. So it's doing pretty good. So as I largely expected would happen, this has gotten out of control. It's just huge in here. We're harvesting stuff out of here every single day. So yeah, we're about zucchini'd out. It's crazy. We're eating cucumbers as fast as we can, and it's still making more. There's a little guy right in there. I don't know if you can, it's hard aiming this thing. There we go. But yeah, it's just non-stop making stuff in here. It's ridiculous. But it's all good tasting, so not really much to complain about.